Hey guys, welcome to your Friday video. Today we're going to handle a suit combination that came up in Thursday morning's game. And we're just going to go ahead and take you to the screen share. We'll talk about this hand and the suit combination that came up. So this is hand 5 from yesterday morning's common game hand. Let's talk about the bidding first. South opened a club, North bids a heart, and it comes back to the rebid on South. So let's talk a little bit about raising on 3-card support. So people have different styles on this. My personal philosophy is I want to have a roughing value that is, either a doubleton, a singleton, or a void. If I have a singleton or a void and I have 3-card trump support, nothing obvious to bid, I feel very comfortable raising to 2 hearts. And if I have a doubleton that's worthless, say like 10x or worse, I will often feel comfortable raising on 3 cards in that case too. Here what I had was 4 triple 3, 13 count. I've got stuff in all the unbid suits. I don't have great hearts, and I didn't see any reason to treat this as anything other than a 1 no trump rebid. So that's what I did, and we played the hand here. And what happened was West actually led a 4th best club here, hoping to hit partner maybe with something like the singleton jack or jack and 1. Just basically gambling that it was going to be better to lead clubs 4th best and hope to find partner with the jack than it was to bang them down from the top. And here it actually didn't matter, I don't think, because I've got a club trick on power at some point anyway. I played small from the dummy. East followed with the 7, and I went ahead and won the jack. Remember the tip that when you are winning equivalent cards as 4th hand as declare, generally it's trickiest to win the highest of equals here. So the jack is trickier than the 10. Okay, like if I play the 10, West is going to know that East has the jack. If I play the jack, East might still have the 10, right? Okay. I guess I'll leave that to you to work it out. But if again, like if I play the 10, imagine that East had jack 7. He certainly would have played the jack at trick 1. If I play the jack, it leaves open the possibility that East just played the 7 from 7-10 doubleton because his partner led the 8 and the 9 is in the dummy, so the 10 and the 7 would be equivalent cards. Anyway, in most of these cases, the trickiest thing to do is play your top card, and it's just amazing what building the habit of not giving away superfluous information to the opponents, what kind of problems that can create. You don't want to be an easy declare to defend against. All right, so we're in a no trump. We have a club trick. We have a diamond trick. We have 3 spade tricks. And it certainly looks like the suit that we're going to want to break to set up tricks in is the heart suit. And the basic position is such that we need West to probably hold one of the heart honors. If you'll remember from the math video that I did earlier this week, and if we think about what are the odds that he will hold one or both heart honors, it's the same as saying, what are the odds that East will hold both the missing heart honors? And the odds that he would hold one is 50%, and the odds that he would hold the second one, given that he holds the first one, also basically 50%. Again, close enough for estimations. And estimations are really all you're ever going to need to do at the bridge table. So 25% that righty has both of them, which means that it's the complement. It's 75% that West will hold at least one of those hearts. Okay, so we're looking good here for like 4 heart tricks, 3 spades, the jack of clubs, and the ace of diamonds. When we lose this heart finesse, it's possible that they're going to run enough clubs at us that we won't be able to get to all of our tricks, but we definitely want to develop the heart suit. Here's the key point. Don't waste your spots. Okay, and what I mean here is don't lead the jack of hearts from the south hand here. Look what it ends up doing. It turns the queen 8 doubleton into 2 tricks. And there's essentially no reason to lead the jack. You can just lead the deuce, and now look what happens. West king is forced, and we only lose 1 heart trick. So you can also verify this by looking at the double dummy. Again, it's just ladder, show, double dummy. I suggest you use this tool a lot. It will improve your game. And you'll notice that the Jack of Hearts leads to the contract making. The 7 of Hearts and the 2 of Hearts lead to 2 over tricks and a good board. Okay, but no reason to play the Jack. None at all. Okay, you can always come back to your hand with the Ace, Queen of Spades. That's 2 entries, and lead Hearts again. And here, if you do lead the Jack, you're actually going to pay a 2-trick price. All right, let's keep this in mind and talk about what might happen if the contract were 2 Hearts by North, which was a contract that was actually more popular than 1 no trump. So let's throw this to the table and bid it somewhere differently. I suppose like North might just bid 2 Hearts over 1 no trump, possibly. But let's not bother ourselves at the auction. I already talked about how I felt like that should go. Let's just have North play a contract of 2 Hearts. And East leads a singleton. That looks very normal. We win the lowest of equivalent cards, 3rd hand. And let me show you what happened at one of the tables. Okay, so whatever, we pitch a diamond or a spade, it doesn't matter. And a club came back, small club to retain control of the suit. North ruffed with the 10, over ruffed with the queen. It's possible that's not right to over ruff there. Let's back up a trick. Undo this. Is this actually one where we need to hold off? Nah, Queen of Hearts didn't cost anything. Okay, so it went Queen of Hearts and a diamond back and declared, rode this around to his 10, West winning the queen. And now cleared the club suit with the king. We roughed with the 9. Pitch is fine. And a spade to the board. We've reached the critical juncture. What actually happened at one table is that South led the 7 of Hearts here. And I see this sort of thing all the time. The 7 accomplishes nothing. And it's actually an important card here, a very important card. So let's talk about the 2 possibly legitimate plays here. The ways that the cards could be distributed, the heart suit could be distributed such that you don't have any more losers, such that you can take the rest of the suit. One way would be if somebody has a singleton king. Okay, and that would rate to be West, right? Because probably East would have overruffed the 2nd heart if she had, say, king, queen, doubleton. Seems pretty fair to assume. And if that singleton king is out there like it is here, the idea would be we'd play the 2 to the king and the ace, but we need the 7 as a tennis position over the 8-5 in the end. Okay. So if we think that the king of hearts is singleton at this point, the right plays the 2, we finesse the 7 on the way back, we take all the tricks. The other possibility is that East at this point could have the singleton 8, giving West the king 5-4. In that case, leading the Jack would do what's called pinning the 8, and it would either set up tricks on power, or it would set up a finessing position for the ace-6 over the king 5 after the first round went Jack, 4, 3, 8. Okay, so those are the 2 legitimate ways you could choose to try and play this suit for no more losers. The 7 can never be right. And let's talk about which is more likely at this point. Is it more likely that West has the singleton king or that East has the singleton 8? Well, the first thing you notice about those 2 possibilities is that they both assume that West has the king. We have another piece of information, i.e. that East didn't overruff the 2nd heart, that also tends to lead towards West having the king. So let's go ahead and put that card over in West's hand and ask what is more likely, that West has both the 5 and the 4, or that West has neither of those cards. So who's more likely to hold both the 5 and the 4? Well, here's how I would reason. West has shown up with 6 clubs. East has shown up with 1 club. They're letting us play 2 hearts, which is a pretty good indication that the spades are 4-3. There's just more open spaces in the East hand. Like give East 4 spades and a singleton heart, or excuse me, a singleton club that he led and we know that he's got. If he only had 2 hearts, that would give him 6 diamonds, and it would be super weird that we were sitting here playing 2 hearts if that was his shape. Therefore, I'd play the heart, get the good news, and on the way back, you have a heart through the 8-5 into the Jack 7. Anyway, point of today is don't waste your spots. That 7 of hearts can be a super important card. And hope you got some good thoughts on my philosophy on raising with 3 trumps potentially in an auction like 1 minor, 1 major. All right, guys, hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you again on Monday, and enjoy your basketball. Go Buckeyes. We will talk to you soon.